Well, we have an update on the ex. This situation has accidentally showed up, which is great. I am still not back to deficit land for training. And I nearly had a visceral reaction when I heard this about the ex yesterday. So, I messaged somebody that I speak to at the gym. This girl went to a festival recently, right? We share music, very platonic, very chilled, you're a cool human, I'm a cool human, you're awake, cool. She hits up festivals. These sort of festivals are more on the hippie side, lots of psychotropic substances. Not that I condone it, it is illegal in most places. Do your own research, do your own things. This is not about that at all. And potentially in different videos, I will explain how and what to do, etc. But this is not the video for that. Point is, she went to the festival. And I go, how was the festival? How was the festival? How was the festival? It wasn't a large festival, it was just a local festival, not a large festival. She goes, yeah, it was unbelievable. I saw your ex. Your ex was there. I'm sitting there at my computer and all this emotion comes up, I feel like throwing up because I have been reaching out. I have reached out saying my father's unwell. I have reached out and said, hey, looks like you probably have a mix of ADHD and autism, and that's understandable, and no hard feelings, all good, all G's. And then yesterday, even before I got this information, I was like, well, hang on. So a person can have all these things, but she's a functioning member of society. So you can logically still understand to be like, my person that I was with for 2 years that I promised literally 4 weeks ago to be there for him, nothing else has happened. Now I'm not going to be there, not respond and not do anything. That is a choice. I can't put that on a mental health condition or a condition. Lo and behold, she was at a festival instead. And without me saying anything at all, this girl was like, yeah, she was not in a good shape. Literally, my ex doesn't have a substance problem. She literally has something in her brain which it's just really not good. She is going to, touch wood, die, and I don't want to create that. But there is a real safety concern for her. Even amongst the most heavy users that have been using for 10, 15 years, they look at her and then they pass on to me. They go, not okay. I have said this to her. I have passed this on to everybody. So, I had a visceral reaction. Then I was like, what am I doing? Visceral reaction. People are allowed to live their lives. She's living her life. I was like, calm down. So firstly, there's oh, I'm challenging myself and you're just doing whatever. I was like, cool, let that go. That's not cool. People make their own choices at any point. 2, I instantly thought, I was like, right, well, her brain is pretty much now has temporary/permanent damage. With the amount of use that's gone just in the past 6 months, temporary/permanent damage, which will maybe take 3 to 4 years, and that's if she has no mental health conditions at all, 3 to 4 years just to get back to sort of a normal place. Okay? 3 to 4 years to take to a normal place, and that's if you focus. You focus on a really healthy diet, on really just lots of stuff. and that's not guaranteed either. So there was a bit of like, I love her, but you're like, yeah, I guess the choices that you're making are now, like, if you're now going to be a vegetable, I can love a vegetable. And it's like, it's not vegetable, like you didn't get into an accident and you're like, now you're a vegetable, because then I love you. It's like, no, I'm vegetabilizing myself. So there was like this moment of like, oh, a bit of release. And I was like, right, well, you can't be in my life anywhere near that. Like, you're a vegetable. Not that that was on the cards. Not that that was on the cards. If she said, hey, let's get back together, that would not be on the cards at all for me anyway. That would be zero on the cards. We'd build a friendship, then we'd see really slowly how that kind of really forms, not forms, and make sure that none of the red flags that were there before are gone. But like, I hear this news from people that hardly even know her, but they stood out so much. And then they're like, oh my God, that's Andrew's ex. And oh my God, whoa, she's not a... That's like, whoa. So we went into kind of like, okay, we need to... This morning we went into, okay, we need to try and help her. We need to try and help her. Like we need to try and get through to her. Like, we have left her with, this is bad, no good. Like, no. She's cut off everybody, all their families, everything, like sisters, everything, cut off everybody. Nothing. The only thing seemingly that matters is this. So I called her up. She answered. I go, how is being a junkie? She goes, what? She responded, what? I go, how is being a junkie? And then she hung up. I was like, right. So that passed on at least, you know, if there's a delusion called I'm in a world where, oh, this is all sunshine and rainbows, and like, I had one word, one chance to say a word that would stay there, to be like, hey, everyone is concerned for you, your behavior is this, so what's the best label to quickly input so at least you don't forget that? So maybe there's a chance that you'll get out. Maybe there's a chance that you will seek help. Maybe. Hung up. I go, okay, well, she's not going to respond. She's not going to be anything, like nothing. Cool. So, decided, going to message her mum. Have to, dude. If I was a father or I was a mother, and the ex is like, hey, dude, people are worried. Other people externally are worried about your daughter. Now, my ex has said so many things about her mother, about she's horrible, she's this, she's everything, and I don't know what to believe, I guess, but like horrific. And I've seen her mother has a good heart, but there's definitely stuff that she needs to work through. But I do believe that, you know, at a core bond, like daughter, mother, hello. So I go, yo, message, go, yo, hope you're having a good year. Just wanted to reach out. Other people have been worried about concerning amount of use they've found again. Don't really know what to do because she's threatened me. Oh no, threatened me with a restraining order. If you haven't been here, she's threatened me with a restraining order because I was like, hey, send her an email saying, hey, like, just don't do the drugs, like, get the help. The restraining order was because I was writing her love letters, 4 emails of being like, hey, poetic love letters, like, I miss this, but I'm growing and I'm going through this, hope you're well, and this is what I feel. I was like, I thought of you today and this, right? And she was like, you're causing me, like, I give love what she wanted, and she's like, it's a bit too late now, and she's like, I'm gonna get a restraining order against you. You can't, like, there's no restraining order. I'm just saying, hey, I know we're not together, but I love you. Here's the bits that I love you, and you can do this. You can be whatever you want to be, like, really empowering. And then what she did is she instead started writing her own poems in the same style, and now is releasing a book, apparently, to compete with my book, while her YouTube is covered with how to get back at a narcissist. So she's like, you're a narcissist. I write something. She's like, I'm going to take that. Now I'm going to write a book, and I'm just going to, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing mentally? Anyway, messaged her mother saying I'm concerned for her. She's threatened me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know physically what to do. And as you know, she has overdosed just a couple of months back. Other people are concerned for her. Do you get that it's like concerning for me what has actually happened? She said that she's cut you off, she's cut everyone off, etc. Her mother reads the messages. You know, you can see it's read. No response. It's like a cesspit. Like, and this girl, which passed on the information to me, she's like, yeah, it's misery loves company. Like, misery just attracts, like, this misery. And it's interesting because we create our own realities. We think that reality exists outside of the spectrum, right? We think that reality exists out there. And then we look at reality and we go, oh, that's how reality is. Where actually, we have thoughts about what reality is, and then reality presents itself as the thoughts. So my ex has extremely low self-esteem and believes the world is out to get her and is against her, and that she doesn't belong, and that she's a loser, that she's pathetic. She believes that she's going to die. She believes all this, right? So she believes all of it, and then her world begins to shape in her belief systems. So there is a good chance that we split up because, well, she did. She said, I can see that I'm killing you, and you are half of the man that you were when you're dying in front of me. I can't do this to you, which kudos to her. Her soul was like, I can't do this to you. I can't keep killing you. But her energy is just like to death, to I am scum, to death, I'm going to die. It's just, and her reality pulls to that. So that cesspit in general is there in her sort of entire family group as well, sort of. Some of them are getting out, but like they have this mentality that they are nothing, they are crap, that the esteem there is so low, and then the world shows up in that same way, and the world begins to be that exact way. It's heartbreaking, but I can't give this knowledge to somebody in 20 minutes, in half an hour, in an hour. Like, she lived with me and I couldn't give her I couldn't show her that our realities are created by our thoughts. So, and a lot of this YouTube channel was, you need to watch every video, because in every video you're going to get a slight little nugget, slight little like something will click, and then your reality will change a little bit. Something will click, your reality will change. And the idea of it was to show you as well that I'm changing my own reality, my belief systems about reality and what's going to occur in front of me. So I've got this vision, we're going to the top, right? Calmly, steadily, we're going to the top, and I know what that looks like, and it's sort of forming a bit more. It's definitely on a stadium. I see myself stadium solo performing. But the image is now building in terms of, okay, probably private jets. I know the dog that I'm going to have, that I'm going to travel with now. So like the image is kind of forming, and I'm just slowly walking towards it. Well, not slowly, we're learning patience, but I'm walking towards it. I can see what I look like, what my energy is like, but it's kind of building. It's like, it's all happening in here, and then I just walk towards it. And what I wanted to do was, with this channel, is actually show you specifically how this gets done live. You can't give this to somebody until you see it live, because it sounds like hippie doodah, hogwash. Like, what do you mean you just create something in your brain and then you just go get it? Yeah. Your world, and I've been actively doing that. Like, I am now a happier person than I was a month ago from my entire life, because I realized that my world was in this, like, I'm against the world, I'm fighting with the world, and my whole reality has changed because I changed how I viewed the world, and my reality is beginning to shift and change. So, for me, this is heartbreaking, because I do love the fuck out of her. What a special creature. What a special brain. Like, wow. And I can't stop or impact or change her belief system about herself. So much so that she's just going to end up in the grave or brain fucked. No one's coming to save her. Looks like mother doesn't care or whatever. And I have to understand and be okay with that. However, I don't want to put that image onto her. I do believe that she's figuring it out in her own way. And my commitment to myself and to document my journey, because she'll be watching. She might not be watching right now. She might hate me right now. She might watch in 2 years. She will watch this at one point or another. And to be able to give this to her will hopefully be able to shine a beacon, to be able to be like, you can do it. You can rise above. You can get there. So, in saying that, I can't have her in my mental image as of right now. Because now I'm at a loss to even what's going on. There was a chance that she said she's just going to go to one festival for her birthday and then be cool and chilled. It doesn't look like that's the case. And people are concerned for her and no one cares. And she's hanging out with like the worst of the worst people. The worst. I can relate to that as well. That's the problem. During 18-19, I got into a really bad place where substances were involved, where cooking of substances was involved, where the manufacture, the movement, the people at all hours of the night. I had bars on my windows. We had a pool which had couches in it and was black tar. basically the pool was like I'm painting it like dark image. The pool was covered like with garbage furniture for like 2 years and not looked after, and the whole pool was black and just smelt, and that was in our backyard. My point is like I've been in dark places. I've been in dark vibrations, and whoa. So I feel that on another level. It's not some pie in the sky, I wonder what that's like, etc. And then I went on to not doing substances forever, and then basically incorporating substances here and there, and basically finding where they do fit, where they don't fit. Grass has been a up and down non-issue, but like it's like it helps, but it doesn't. So that was the only thing that here and there was like questionable, but everything else was really in a place of like it added value to my life. It didn't deteriorate from me. But as much as, obviously all substances, everything that goes up must come down. So there's always a negative, but sometimes you experience an up, and the value that you get from that is worth the down if you manage the down. That's for another day. Again, not condoning anything. Please, please, please. This is like a very serious topic, and it's not something to be taken lightly, and most people take it really, really lightly. It can as much as help your life in small ways, not large ways. It's not gonna change your life profoundly, but it can help in small ways if used as a tool. But it can also cause the demise. As you see, this is a beautiful brain. Her brain is so wonderful. You should see, because of her mix, she was doing a course, and I have a scrapbook, and I would always say, which was bad, I would be like, babe, you gotta concentrate. Because I was like, you just gotta concentrate. You don't do anything, just concentrate on the material. And she would doodle, she just couldn't not concentrate. And I would be like, what do you mean? Why can't you concentrate? Like, bad. I understand that now. Like, I'm basically saying, I'm basically rejecting your brain. So I've learned, not good. Not good. Andrew has learned. Not good. Don't reject a person's brain like they're trying, but you should see her doodles. They're so like creative, and the drawings were unbelievable. Like took my breath away, just her tiny little scribbles. And it had emotion in it, and it had her heart in it as well. It was like, I was like, whoa, like this could be literally in a gallery today. And this is just her doodling. So her brain is just magic, and I love brains. So that's what's happened on the X side. Congratulations. Which has made me think now. Because I've been eating for 4 days now, today's the 5th day, higher calories. Firstly, I feel so like full, and it's an uncomfortable experience. Like, it's uncomfortable because of the stark difference, but we're okay with it. We're choosing to be happy with it. It's chill. We're moving in. We're moving forward. It's made me think, because I've been eating, my sex drive has returned a tiny bit. This might be too much information, might not be enough information, but basically my sex drive itself has plummeted over the last 2 months. Now, I thought it was about the ex, about the relationship, and definitely there's been changes in how I view it, that sex is just dopaminogenic, like it's just dopamine and serotonin, it's just chasing chemicals, and I'm not that. I'm not chasing chemicals. I'm walking towards my pure spiritual alignment and where I want to change and impact the world and live freely as a luxury of my full self-expression of being, not dopaminogenic stuff. So actively, I've been touching myself a lot, like not a lot, like as in once a month. Now, that's saying a lot because I've been known even up to the age of 34, 10, 12 times a day. Like, I would regulate my emotions with it almost. So that was real life, like last year or the year before. So that's saying something, maybe too much information, maybe not enough. It's real, it's my life. You wanted raw, you wanted real. Anyway, so now that the sex drive's come back and suddenly we've realized, wow, my ex-partner is literally vegetable, like as in, there is no way that she would come back into my life as a vegetable. Like that vibration is vegetable vibration. I can't have a vegetable, I want a fruit. And it's made me think, because I've thought about my vision in terms of singing has been at the core. YouTube to share the absolute daily journey, the daily diary of a real life human being designing their life from scratch. Solid there, solid on the music front, solid on the rig and the health of how that's shaping up and where I want that to be. Solid. Haven't been solid on the female situation or the male situation. So I'm in the process of what do I want for that to look like? And I don't know yet, so I'll spitball some stuff, but I feel like first off, I think I only want to be with fans. So the best way is like I'm putting out my soul, heart on my sleeve. So I don't have the time or the desire to go out and find somebody that's not. So I think it's fans. You've got to be a fan of me. You've already got to be a fan of me. I've already left my entire life on the internet. I've left my entire soul. Check out my soul if you love my soul. That's got to be a prerequisite. It's got to be a fan. But I caught myself today. I was like, I'm not sure if it's going to be one person. Now, I'm careful because I'm creating my reality here. So I'm not set on anything. But I don't think it's going to be one person. I travel a lot. I will be traveling even more. I'll be on stages a lot of the time. I have a vision and a purpose which is always going to be larger than one person. And that is factual. I'm never going to be able to give this one person I'm never going to sacrifice impacting the world or my vision for this one person. So the person that wants one-on-one is not going to get that from me unless she's like this fangirl that's like, yay, like, I don't need much time from you, and has her own things maybe, which is cool. Like, she needs to, she needs to have her own things. But two would be better. Two that are best friends would be better. Because if we're traveling lots, I want her to have a best friend with her all the time. I do want them with me all the time, I think. Most likely, I don't see... I'm still working with it. I think I'm going to keep playing with it in my head to see what feels right in my heart, what doesn't feel right in my heart, because I haven't got a vision for that. And because I haven't got a vision for that, I'm not open to anything. So because my world is very much like I'm solo, I haven't even opened up that as what is that going to look like? And I think this has just transpired with the ex saying, with the ex being in the place that she's there, and I think it's like, okay, well, I guess I can look at what that world potentially looks like. Because if I don't have a desire, if I don't know what I want or what I'm looking for, the world isn't going to give it to me because I'm closed off to everything or open to everything but nothing. So it's like, buddy, what do you want? I don't know. Okay, well, I don't know. So, okay, maybe like play with the ideas. And things can change with that, obviously. So I just have to be honest to what it looks like for me now, or what it looks like in the larger picture as well. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. Point is life is interesting. Life is getting interesting, and that's okay. Life can be interesting. I'm an interesting guy. Life is very interesting at the moment, and it will be okay. And I do hope that my ex will get out and realize her true potential of a human being on this planet and be able to design her life that she loves, that isn't going towards the grave. I love you. Have the best day ever. Till tomorrow. Peace.